Happy Wednesday to you, everyone. Is it possible to teach your dog to go potty on command? Heck yeah, it is. In fact, it's super simple to teach and it's mighty convenient. You know, I remember when I was a police canine officer, sometimes for 12-hour shift, you're just going from one call to the next, to the next, to the next. And you've got a dog whining in the back of your Jeep saying, hey, can I go? I need to go. So every now and then, and even when they didn't need to go, you had to just pull over real quick and say, hey, go potty and get this thing over with because we got to get going to the next call. It's really convenient. Think about how many times you go to visit someone and maybe you're staying at a hotel. There's a little patch of grass out front and you go out there and you just want the dog to go potty, get back to your room. Really, really, really convenient. And to do so, it's not hard at all. All you're really doing is it's a classic case of classical conditioning. And you're really taking to start off with an unconditioned stimulus or unconditioned stimuli. Meaning, first of all, there's internal signs, just like you. Oh man, I gotta go. Yeah, the animal will have internal signs inside telling it needs to go potty. And then you're going to have external signs, and those can be anything from the location. Maybe you've picked out a particular area in your yard that you'd like your dog to go potty. Maybe your dog goes potty at certain areas along a walk. And you also have what's called specific substrates out there that the animal, in other words, if they smell where another animal has gone potty or where they've gone potty, that again will elicit the need to eliminate. So all these things produce eliminative behavior. And then lastly, for your unconditioned stimuli, there's external events as well, not just external signs, but external events. And that's waking up. I tell everyone, if you're going to housebreak training, well, look for some signs that I guarantee your dog will need to go potty. After any long sleep, a long nap, overnight's rest, they got to go, just like you. After they eat, they're going to go. And after any activity, exercising, walking, playing, they're going to need to go potty. So these are events that will again start to elicit eliminative behaviors. And now that we have all of that working for us, all you now need to do is start off with a command. And in the beginning, till the dog knows the command, until the dog will respond to the command, it's known as a neutral stimulus. Neutral. So I use something like go potty for Captain. And I'm trying to use that every single time I tell him I need him to go potty, and I know he really kind of needs to go potty. I tell him, go potty. And use whatever you want. I hear people say, go to the bathroom, hurry up, do your thing, whatever. It doesn't matter as long as you are consistent in what you use. This is no different than any other command. He'll sit down, stay, no different than those. It has to be a stereotype signal, and what you're going for is a conditioned response, a stereotyped response. So I just happen to use go potty for Captain and all of our dogs, and it works like a champ. And over a period of time, you will create a relationship between the neutral stimulus, go potty, and the unconditioned stimulus. And all of those, when that relationship forms, you'll have a conditioned response. You will have a response to the stimulus that you give to the animal, to the signal that you give. A couple of little key things in it. Number one, give the command before the dog urinates or defecates, not during that time. Do not give the command during that time, because from a classical conditioning standpoint, that will actually cause the animal to possibly not learn the relationship, because anytime you want a neutral stimulus to grow in that relationship, it needs to be given immediately before and consistently right before the action. So give it before. And not only that, but if your dog's trying to go potty and you start chatting over here, running your mouth all the time, you could distract them. You might end up stopping them. And that's a big problem, because dogs are naturally partial eliminators, partial voiders. Yeah, they use their urine. They use their scat. That's what wolves do. It's what dogs do. I take Captain for a 3-mile walk, and I will watch him lift his leg on no less than about 50 trees. And you think, man, do you have anything left? And sure enough, he's got a drop left. It's amazing. So dogs are partial voiders. They're not like you. They can go outside and let out about 5% of that volume in their 100% full bladder and walk right back in your house. Happens to people all the time. They take the dog out to go potty. They say, go potty. Dog does. But they run their mouth, or they want to offer up a treat, which I'll talk about in a second. They bring their dog in the house thinking their dog has eliminated. But in reality, it's only done a partial elimination. And they go about their business, and next thing you know, they walk back into the room 10 minutes later, and they go, oh, you got to be kidding me. Seriously, dog? I just took you outside 10 minutes ago, and you couldn't hold it? No. They came inside the house. Been there, done that. I'm kind of bored in here. And you know what? And by the way, I've got another one of those internal signs. I still have to go. I did not relieve all the way. So make sure you say go potty before they go potty. If they're sniffing around and they start going after a leaf or a twig, and that's what young dogs do, keep them back at work. Hey, excuse me, stop that, go potty. Go potty. But then when you see them start to go potty, make sure you're quiet. Don't continue saying anything. Okay, and then lastly, I told you I was getting to it. Notice I don't have a treat bag on me today. No, don't use treats during potty training or teaching the command to go potty. Do not do that. Again, these are partial voiders, partial eliminators. They are very capable about saving their urine and their scat. There's many purposes. When wolves travel in territories they don't recognize, they leave urine beacons like a breadcrumb trail to find their way back because they're line of sight traveling animals. But when you don't recognize the line of sight, you don't recognize that tree, that hill, that river, you need a GPS to guide you back home. They also use it to make sure that caches that have been unearthed and the food in them consumed, they'll also urinate and defecate in those holes to make sure they don't come back and spend a lot of energy unearthing holes that are empty. And they also delineate territories through raised leg urination. So many uses. Man, nothing's wasted out in the wild, and it'll be the same for your dog. Don't use treats, because what the dog will do is go out there, go potty, turn right around and go, hey, you got a treat? I want that treat. Remember, that's the foremost thing in their minds, always, food. I want the treat. And now you bring the dog back in the house again thinking I've gone potty, but I did, but only a wee bit. And now I have to go the rest of the way. So me, I don't do that. Okay, but back to how do you do this? Again, cattle dog. Go potty. Attaboy, go potty. Attaboy, cattle dog. Good boy. Okay, so there you go. At the end, once the dog has gotten older, about cattle dog again is about 5.5 years of age. Yeah, you can start to say, good boy, I'm glad you got that done. So now that we can go back to our other business, now that that business is over. Cattle dog. Attaboy. He's wandering off out of the set here. Come on over here, buddy. Someone just pulled up in the parking lot. He thought, I'm going to go check out that dog over there. See what's going on in that car. Yeah, like I told you, as soon as you do your business, you got other business to tend to. Cat the same way. Okay, guys, that's really it. Just keep in mind an unconditioned stimulus. Hey, internal signs, external signs, and also external events. Take those things, add them to a neutral stimulus to start with, which will soon become a conditioned stimulus. Hey, go potty. And then when they do, you're good to go. I just wouldn't treat it. I wouldn't use anything that I could possibly deter the dog from completely eliminating. And you'll have it done. I can't think it's ever taken me probably more than about a week maximum to train any dog I've ever owned to go potty on command. All right, that's it, guys. Beautiful day. I hope you're enjoying it. Make sure you make a good training effort out there today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good job, cow dog.